Hello, this is Ashee from Crafting with Ashee and welcome to this video. This is a little project I have to share with you today. It's a simple little bag and it folds over, and I just love this little pointed detail at the top. It just looks so cute. And you can see it just has a Velcro closure, and then you open it up and it's a good sized little bag to put whatever you want in it. A nice little gift, and then it just closes back up like that. So this one used Coastal Cabana, and this is the Delightfully Eclectic Designer Series paper, and it's in Pretty Peacock. So we're going to do a different colourway this time. I've got a piece of Old Olive here in my scoreboard, and this piece measures 10.5 inches by 8 inches. And on the horizontal side, the long side, we're going to score at 3 inches, 5 inches, 8 inches, and at 10 inches. So that's 3, 5, 8 and 10. But all these measurements will be on the blog post on my website, and you can find that in the description box below. So now on the short side we're going to score at 2 inches and again at 6 inches. Okay, so that's all of our scoring done. So now we're going to fold on all of our score lines. So just bring in our bone folder here and give these all a good burnish. So that means really reinforcing these score lines. And the bone folder, a good bone folder, is invaluable in the craft room. It really does help. If you've got your score lines, nice crisp score line, your cards, your boxes, everything will come together so much more easily. Okay. So that's all of them done. Okay, so now with your half-inch score on the horizontal position, with your half-inch score line to the right, you are going to cut up every score line to the first score line. So you're going to cut up here, and on this very first one where you're cutting the half-inch, you're going to cut that away at a little angle, just like that. Okay, and then you're going to cut up to the score line. Up to the score line and up to the score line. Now this has become your base, and it's going to fold together like this. So on the top piece where you haven't cut those little tabs, you are going to cut the small little tab off 1, 2 and 3, and you're going to only leave this last tab here. So let me show you. You can use your trimmer for this, or you can just use your scissors and just cut along the score line until you hit the very last score line, and cut this whole little piece out just like that. Okay, so that is what you're left with. Get rid of those. Now for each of these tabs along the bottom base here, we're going to give them a little miter cut, and that basically means we're just going to cut a little angle, just a very small angle, as you can see there, and just cut that away. Okay, and the same here. Just going to cut. I'm just doing this for all 4 tabs, and this just helps everything to come together a bit more easily if you're cutting, especially if your scoring hasn't been totally, when cutting hasn't been totally accurate. Okay, last little one to do here. Okay, so we've got that done. Get rid of all these little pieces. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to, oops, that's a piece there, a tab at the top. So where we've cut away all those pieces here, I can see here, as I said, I haven't cut things totally straight, so I'm just going to straighten this up quickly. There we go, and we're going to round the edges of this piece. So I'm going to use a corner rounder. I've had this one in my stash for years, so I don't know where I got it. Okay, so we've rounded that corner, as you can see. So now we're going to start to stick down our pieces of paper. And these are the Delightfully Eclectic again, same as before, but a different pattern. And we're just going to stick these in the big panels. So let me bring in some seal and just stick like that. And like that. And now we want to round the corners again of our pieces here. So same as we've got our cardstock, we want to do that for the inside. And we want to do the same here. For that piece. So let's stick these down. Everything matches nicely. Just make sure if you've got paper here with a orientation that you keep everything in the right orientation. Okay, that's your bottom. This is your top. Okay, so that's all your paper stuck down. Now time for us to build our bag. So let's see if my Tombow is going to work. It's near the very end, so you can tell. Just fold this over, line, keep everything as lined up as possible and straight. Press down. There we go. So now we're going to build our base. So we're going to put in our sides first. So I'm going to put a bit of glue. And then bring in our front. Yeah, that's Tombow's had it. I'm going to need a new one, but I don't have one here with me, so I'm going to use, sorry for the squeak. I feel that Steel Plus would work, but I don't have that with me either. So I'm actually going to use here just some tear and tape. This is good and strong. I'm just going to put this here. This would be easier to do, obviously, when your bag hasn't halfway made, like mine is, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, that will do. I'm just going to give it, with any tear and tape, it's pressure adhesive, so if you give it a little burnish, it's going to help it to stick down better. Okay, so take the backings off this piece here. Just keep everything squared off. Fold that piece in. And then fold the front over like that. And then stand it as you would normally have it. And go in with your bone folder like this. And that will make sure everything is nicely stuck down. Straighten up, get rid of these pieces of tear and tape. Sorry for the squeak. Yeah. So now what you're going to do is you're going to just use your thumbs to press in, your fingers to press in the sides, and bring this over the top like this, and just down the side, just massage it like that with your fingers to get it to where you want it to be. Doesn't that look cute? Okay. So now I'm going to take, I've got here some Velcro dots that I got online. And I'm going to put one in the centre there of my lid. And I'll find the matching other piece. I'm going to put that against it. Try not to stick to you, and pull this down and give it a good press. And then there we go. There's our lid. Okay. Now I just realised we should have pointed this, and I haven't. But I don't want to stop because I think this looks so cute. So if you wanted to point the lid, I'm going to show you what to do without doing it. I wasn't thinking when I did this. You're just basically going to, instead of rounding the edges here at the edge like we've done, you're just going to find the centre point of your lid. Now this piece measures, if I remember, 3 inches. So your centre point is 1.5 inches. You'd measure that here at the base, 1.5 inches, and then you draw a pencil line from here to here, and from here to here, and then just cut that away, and that will give you your pointy bit. Really, really simple. Okay, but I haven't done that, so I'm having it look like this. Okay, let's move on to some stamping. Much safer, don't you agree? Okay, we're going to use the stamp set here. This is Phrases for All, and we're going to get a block and going to stamp on a piece of basic white cardstock, which is here, and we're going to stamp, I think, in Old Olive, because that's the colour of our bag. Just tap, 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 get it nice and inked up, and then down, hold, 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 hold. And there you go. So now I can put this aside, and I'm going to bring in my trimmer, and we're just going to trim out our sentiment, and I just do this by eye, as you know. If you've watched my videos, quite often I do this. I don't measure, I just go for it, and most of the time it works. That will do me. I hope it will do you. There's a scrap piece there. Okay. And now we can stick this to the front of our bag, like this. And I think I didn't pop it up last time, but you know what? I think I'm going to pop it up this time. So I'm just going to use some dimensionals here. And pop this up, and as you know, I'm generous with my dimensionals. I don't want anything to go flat. So let's move this out of the way. I'm going to put simple thank you there, just like that. And then I'm going to look and see what else I have to decorate this with. I have here, it's not garden green, but this is lemon lime twist, and I actually think that looks really quite good. And I'm going to make a bow with this. This is the lemon lime twist ribbon. I think it actually goes rather well with the garden, with the Old Olive. So let's try and make a bow. Look at that. Not the best bow, but it will do. And I'm just going to cut off a little bit here, a little bit there. Set that aside and find some glue dots which are hiding. And let's see, some nice glue dots. And then I think I'm just going to stick that up like that. Doesn't look too bad. And then I've got here some rhinestones. I'm just going to use some small ones here. I'm just going to bring the lid there we go. So totally same design, but two different looking bags. So I hope you like these projects. If you did, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up so YouTube know. And please don't forget to subscribe to future videos. If you wanted more information about the project, measurements, supply list, etc., it's all on the blog post on my website. And the links to that and all my social media links are in the description box below. So thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye.